At breaking news, KXAN has obtained 2 formal complaints filed against leaders at the Austin Police Department.
These complaints filed with the city's Office of Police Oversight are anonymous, and it's not clear if it's firsthand information. But Austin City Manager is taking them seriously, asking an outside agency to step in and investigate. One complaint filed on October 30th alleges Chief Brian Manley and all of the assistant chiefs were made aware of then Assistant Chief Justin Newsom using racist language and the N-word. And then it claims they failed to report it. A day after the complaints were filed, Newsom retired. The complaint said, quote, while advising President Obama landed in Austin, Assistant Chief Newsom stated, Negro 1 down. And when describing Councilwoman Ora Houston, Newsom stated, quote, she is a dumb N-word, but a nice lady. Another complaint alleges Chief Brian Manley agreed to keep homophobic sentiments a secret. It said in part, Chief Manley has also supported Assistant Chief Gay enforcing someone whose name is redacted to attend Christian gay conversion therapy. There was also a fear that this anti-gay mindset would come out in the arbitration of a former commander who was fired and appealing his termination. But the complaint alleges Manley agreed if it didn't come out, it would remain a secret for the good of the department. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazan reports city council members and criminal justice advocacy groups say this should be a wake-up call.
The idea that an open racist could rise to the top of the ranks of our police department should shake every Austinite to their very core.
Councilwoman Natasha Harper Madison wants to know who knew about these accusations, when, and what did they do about it.
I think it's particularly scary when you have a leader who is the front face on some very controversial issues like homelessness, who appeared to be very sympathetic to these concerns, and then to understand that behind the scenes, the things that he would say, I mean, that's just incredibly scary.
You have the same car, you just painted a different color. You really haven't changed anything. If you don't get under the hood.
The Austin Justice Coalition circulated a letter to City Council demanding new policies, an audit of social media accounts in the department, stop allowing retirement benefits before an investigation is complete, and stop training new cadet classes until new training curriculum is developed.
It doesn't make sense to bring in people to like a dirty house, right? Like if the house is dirty and I'm expecting you to come in and walk out clean, that doesn't make any sense.
Now, many eyes are on Austin Police Chief Brian Manley, looking for a response and action in the days ahead. Phil Prazan, KXAN News.
KXAN reached out to the Austin Police Department leadership about these allegations. We were told Chief Manley would not respond because of pending litigation.
In a statement, Newsom says he does not remember having made the statements he's accused of making, but he does admit to having used inappropriate language in the past. In a statement, Newsom says racial insensitivity is inexcusable and does not reflect his values or the values of the community. He goes on to say that despite his poor judgment, he treated everyone with dignity and respect during his 23 years as a police officer. He apologizes to anyone his words may have hurt.
Just this week, a lawyer for the University of North Texas resigned after using a racial slur during a forum about free speech. She reportedly used it to make a point. She was talking about the difference between offensive speech and hate speech when she said it. She resigned afterward because of the uproar that followed. In a statement, UNT's president condemned the language.